So I'm sitting here right now. It's 9:22 a.m. Saturday morning, and I just got done interviewing two guys from the FoodCoin deal. And when did I do that last? August 24th, 2017. Talked about the FoodCoin pre-sale with the co-founder, Mark. Well, I just had Mark and the founder, so founder and co-founder, you could say, Gregory. They're both Russian. Remember, he was the guy. Mark was. He has the Russian accent. I was like, the movie Rocky. Oh yeah, yeah. When we start recording, would you mind just say it? I must break you. I forgot about that. And he reminded me when we were talking. He's like, yeah, you remember that? I was like, yeah, we just laughed about it before we started recording. Anyways, Sunday morning, that interview will be out. People had asked about FoodCoin and are we going to be able to get our tokens? And if we got in the pre-sale, because now they're having their secondary ICO event or whatever. And are we screwed out of our tokens if we got in the pre-sale? By the way, the answer is no, you're good. But going forward, anyone that wants to get in, they're going to do some stringent background kind of checks. They have a company that's all automated, ID or passport. Something's going to be required for new people who want to get into this one. If you already earned it, you're set. It doesn't matter. But it was a great conversation. And it's kind of an EOS token. At the end of the conversation, you'll hear us talk about it, where the FoodCoin token is going to be released in the near future. Everyone will get theirs. That, even including new people who get into the next sale, or which they're calling a token generation event. Their lawyers and people are telling them, don't call it an ICO, call it a token generation event. Yeah, they've got a place in, I think, a Swiss company or something that they're working with or whatever. Anyways, it's going to be where they're going to have their own blockchain technology. Again, they're shooting for sometime next year, middle of next year or so. And it will be their entire system. FoodCoin. And again, we discussed it in the video. Really interesting stuff. And all I can think about was, hey, this might be it. This might do what EOS just did. 60 cents. Guys, get in this thing. It's going to go live in 8 months from now. It's low. Let's get in it right now. Which is why I'm doing this video. EOS. $3.63. It is now 6 times, 600% higher than that 60-cent point when I jumped in. Which theoretically, it may have been 58 cents. I think I got it at 58 cents, but I always round off, a lot of times. Not that that really matters. 2 pennies, oh, whatever. But aside from that, what about OmiseGo, OMG? And by the way, if you ain't gotta hold them all, there's the shirt. And you see that middle one? It's green, which is why you see the studio behind it. It's magic. I'm always pimping these shirts when I can. Bitcoin, $11,179. Ethereum, $467. Dashcoin, $781. Someone sent me a bunch of screenshots of several webbot reports, the crypto reports from this year, earlier. Maybe even some the very last year. I don't remember. He copied and pasted all of it. Boop, boop, boop. Screenshot, actually. Dash. Dash is doing what Cliff High told you it was going to do. I'm not paying $99 for that report. Sorry about your luck. $99. You kidding me? That's one flipping Litecoin right now. Get lost. Litecoin, $1.01. Up 10%. Where was the other one? So EOS, $3.63. It's up 20% right now. OmiseGo, up 8%, $9.43. Now you realize it had been touching that same low just the other day when all the cryptos were down, 750, 7 whatever, right? They were all down, and I say it every single time. Pick some of these ones, guys, that do this all the time, and you can scrape off 10, 20, 30% even sometimes. Dump a bunch into that one. Oh, it's down at the normal price again. Write it back up. Okay, great. And then rinse and repeat. Do it again. Okay, great. Do it again. Okay, great. It's up 25% at $9.43. From what? A day and a half ago? I mean, let me look at this one. This is OMG. I'm not even talking about EOS. That's up 6 times. I'm just looking at, let's see, number. Yeah, this little waterfall event. Let's look at this. All right, so we had November 28th, 29th, right? Then everything, Bitcoin's down. Everything starts going down, right? And there's old Snippy reporting on everything that's happening. 776 right there. But wait, it actually goes a little lower. 790. Here we go. 749 down to 729. Now again, I understand that people aren't gonna be able to just pick that out and say, "Oh, I got it at 729." There'll be some lucky ones who did. But this whole area right here, 7 something to 8 bucks, right? This is where you could have got back in and rode this baby up. 950, whatever. You can do the same thing. Let's look at EOS. Same time frame. Let's look at the 27th, 28th. Right? It's doing its climb. And then all of a sudden, 270, boom. Oh my gosh, it's over $3, right? Oh, holy crap. And I was talking about it too. My gosh, it's 5 times higher, you know. But then we have the sell-off. Everything was affected, as usual. Down to 256. Up, down. 260, right? 270. Back down again, 260. So from anywhere over here, 260. With this, 377 over here. And right now it's 360. This is huge gains. This is the stuff traders on Wall Street would kill for. Would die for. They're trying to scrape off a fraction of a percent here and there. I'm up 1%, 2% there. Oh. They make a big one. Oh, I made 5%. Patting themselves on the back. I'm the man. And here we are. A bunch of jabroni nobodies destroying the kind of action, or not action, but destroying what these people on Wall Street would normally do, would normally kill for. And we're doing this constantly. It's just incredible. Which is why I'm not scheduling this video to go live tomorrow. God knows where these things will be by tonight. I might have to do a damn live stream tonight. Got some company coming over too later. Matter of fact, I got quite a little bit of company coming over later, to be honest with you. Let's see, what was the other ones? Let's take a look at Veritasium. There's $96. PayPal. All right, let's look at Populous first. $12, $12.28. Remember what I said? And it was touching 9, right? It was touching $9. And I'm like, man, I just remember my video. Come on, come on, Populous, come down for Papa. Whatever I named it the other day. Come on down, a little more for Papa. Well, it didn't come down a little more for Papa. It's back up to $12. But that's okay because a lot of you are very happy with that, obviously, for when you got in on PayPal. What's PayPal been doing? Back up to 70 cents. Once again. Pillar, on the other hand, I saw Pillar too. It was 19 cents. Let's see what it's at right this second. 16 cents again. It was just 19. I just saw it hit 19. Matter of fact, it hit 19. Well, according to this, it's 18 point something, whatever. That was today. December 2nd, 2:29 UTC time. And it come down to about 15 cents, it looks like. 15.8. Now it's at 16, 17, whatever. Again, this is another token that I think is going to perform in one of the most epic ways when they get their wallet out there and then they get their open source platform going. That's why I'm holding. I'm not even playing the game with Pillar, even though I've told you many times you could scrape profit off that thing all the time. Like, insane. Like, that could just be your job daily to look at this one's up, that one's down, look at the charts going back a few months, even a month. You could figure it out. That one always does this one. Yep, that one always does it. Again, you're not going to be able to pick the tops and bottoms for the most part, but you're going to know, okay, it's got resistance. It's having a hard time budging above that. Maybe we're at a top. I'll sell half my stash. Comes back down, buy some more, goes back up, sell. But that means it's one of these tokens that you're not buying and holding. Or we say hodl, hold on for dear life. So pick one, get a stash on the side, and say, this is my play thing. I'm going to have this play money, aside from my other play money that I got into these cryptos with to begin with. But I got some play money that I want to play this damn scrape some profit off on the side just to see how I can do. And if I lose it all, I don't care because it's a tiny bit. So I'm going to put, you know, I don't know your financial situation, but let's just say $1,000 is nothing. You're good. I'll play with that all day. Find one of these damn coins, like the ones I just showed you even, and say, oh, looks like it's on a down spot here. I'm going to jump in. You ride it up. Boom. Now you're sitting on it. Great. Comes back down. Now I'm going to tell you a strategy that might be the most epic thing in how to play this without having to get on this exchange and this and then like a little easier way, but there's fees involved, of course. Enter the Exodus wallet. Now, you know there's not a whole lot of coins you can choose on the Exodus wallet, but there are, in fact, OMG, EOS, and there's Dashcoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, there's Civic, there's all kinds of ones, right? So let's just say you wanted to play this game I just told you about with EOS and OMG. You decide, I got $1,000, 50% of it goes to that one, EOS, and 50% goes to this. You're looking at the charts, you're seeing the little action, and you feel like right now's the time to get in. You get in, both of them. You do it right from the Exodus wallet. In other words, send yourself enough Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever to equal $1,000. That way you can do the swap feature, the exchange feature, where you swap them. And you swap out for 50% Ethereum or EOS, 50% OMG. And you're watching these charts. Again, you got the Blockfolio app on your phone. Set alerts if you need to. Otherwise, watch it throughout the day periodically. And if it's in a down spot, make sure you can, oh, there's my wallet. Let me log in. Time to sell. And when I say sell, my strategy here, and by the way, if this don't work, don't come crying to JSnip4. Because sometimes it's probably going to work really well. And like everything else, sometimes you might get at the wrong spot and it doesn't work for you. But I'm going to give you a pro tip that I think you're going to like. When you make one of these moves and you ride that one up, oh, it's great. And now you're ready. Man, I think it's going to come down. I'm ready to sell on those two coins. You do a swap again on the Exodus wallet, except you swap it into Dashcoin. And then you sit on the Dashcoin while you're waiting for those to come down to the right price level you feel like they need to come down to, where you get back in. You know, oh, it's down 10%. I'm going back in. Down 10%, you jump back in. Maybe 5% is your number, whatever. You jump back in. In other words, swap the Dashcoin now back for EOS 50% and OMG 50%, and then right. And I'm telling you this as if both EOS and OMG are moving at the same time. That's not going to be true. So you might find EOS is down 5%. Okay, liquidate X number of basically half your Dashcoin to get into that. Do the swap feature. Now you ride that one back up. Okay, it's at the I just scraped off 10, 15, 5, whatever percent. Put that back into Dashcoin. Wait for the fall down a little bit. Do it again. Same, and simultaneously you're gonna have to watch OMG. The reason I gave you two coins is because why do that on one coin when they don't follow each other exactly the same? Do it on two coins. That way, if this one's up at a high, but this one's kind of hovering over here, it's not really moving, whatever. You're messing with this one now, it's fine. Flip it back into Dashcoin, price goes down, flip it back, get your Dashcoin, flip it back into that one. Next thing you know, you're going to be accumulating more and more of these things ultimately. Or if the prices just keep rising and rising, you may find that you kind of have the same value or so, but because it's going up in value, again, you should always be able to accumulate a little bit more, because that's the key here. You're going to be able to sell these things at this price up here, and when the price comes down, it just means you get to buy more, right? That's what's ultimately going to happen. So you are going to ultimately, at the very end of the day, you will have more tokens in your possession, and that's the name of the game. So that when you're done playing this game, you got a bunch of tokens. Now, if you miss and you get out and it goes way up, oh no, you got to have to determine, when do I get back in again? But if you're able to do this enough times to where you miss that one, and now it's going to cost you more to get into it now, doesn't really matter because you're at an entry point and you start the game over again. But again, because they're higher valued, it costs more your money to get them now. But again, it shouldn't matter if you're scraping this off and you have a bunch of good lucks in a row, and then oh, I missed that one. It'll make up for it. So this might be a pro tip, and I like Dashcoin because it was so effing stable when the crash was happening. Everything else. Now, what would be even more epic, and this is going to take a whole lot of luck, would be, let's say you did what I just said, and maybe, here's a way to play this, maybe you put, instead of using Dashcoin as the go-to and sit on with your profits, you use Litecoin and Dashcoin, or some other coin. But you're going to have to find one that seems like it's kind of stable when these ones aren't doing that kind of a thing. That's why I like Dashcoin. But if you did pick one, let's just say you did Litecoin. So instead of going all into Dashcoin with your money, you split that Dashcoin, Litecoin. Sit on those two while this thing's playing around over here. And then do that. And then maybe Dash and Litecoin, because we were waiting for some big numbers for Litecoin, you happen to hit that one and it goes way up. It's going to get complicated doing that. So in all honesty, I'd probably just stick with the Dashcoin method if you're going to try this. But again, you're only going to put in a little bit of amount in case it just doesn't work out for you. This is your play money. Go play, see if I can trade, see if I've got what it takes to trade. And you don't have to get on an actual exchange and order and bid price, ask price. Just use the freaking Exodus wallet. Yes, they're going to scrape off their fees. So it's got to make sense. You know? And that's that. So just want to share that little tidbit with you. Crypto's looking fantastic. Interesting interview coming tomorrow with Foodcoin. It's already done. It's already uploaded. It's just sitting on standby for 6:30 a.m. as I always do. And I can't wait to see that thing go, because I think we may have another type of EOS system where token generation event was really to fundraising. Wait till you see our platform next year. And then as they get kind of close to that, oh my gosh, the token values are rising. That's what we want to see. But it may require us to just sit on these things for a while, just like everybody who was in EOS, you've been sitting for a while, right? But who knows?